Hello boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about telling time to the 5 minutes. So we already know how to tell time to the hour and to the half hour, but now we're going to learn 5-minute intervals. Let's start with a refresher. So a clock is what shape? Circle. Usually. A watch could be a lot of different shapes actually. So, starts as a circle and then our hands come from the middle. There's a line up top, a line at the bottom, a line on the right, a line on the left. And now what number goes at the top? 12, 3, 6, 9. Counts by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12. Good. So between each is two little hashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So on our clock we have two hands. The hour hand, which is the shorter hand. So if the hour hand was right here, it'd be pointing to the 1 o'clock hour. Now the minute hand is our longer hand. We'll learn about the minute hand going straight up. And if it was going straight up, it would be 1 o'clock, like that. 1 hour and 0 minutes. So when our minute hand goes straight up, it's showing 0 minutes. Between each number on our clock, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hashes, and then another line with a number. So each of these stands for 1 minute. So our minute hand, when it travels to one of these, it's 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of these numbers will stand for 5 minutes having passed. So if our minute hand traveled to here, it would be 5 minutes. Now yesterday we talked about place value and the ones column, the tens column. The number 5 doesn't have any tens. So we'd have to have 0, 5 because just like over here, it needs something to hold that place because the hour hand is right on this side. So you'll always have to say 05 if there's 5 minutes past an hour. So let's continue. So we have 5 minutes and then it has 4 little hashes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 minutes, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 minutes, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 minutes, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 minutes, 56, 57, 58, 59, and then it resets. So there's 60 minutes in an hour. So each time the hour hand passes to one of these numbers, it is counting by 5s. Let's count by 5s together. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We know about 30 minutes, half past the hour. So this would be 1:30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And then if the minute hand traveled back up here, it would be to the next hour. So we can use these numbers when figuring out minutes to count by 5s. They can help us figure out the minutes. So you wouldn't say that it's 3 minutes. You would say, oh, the minute hand's at the 3. I have to count by 5s 3 times. 5, 10, 15. So let's take a look at what that looks like on my clock. So let's say my minute hand is up at 1 o'clock. This is 1 o'clock because the minute hand is all the way up and my hour hand is exactly at the 1. When it travels over 5 minutes, we would call this 5 minutes past 1, or 1:05. 1:10. So that's 10 minutes past 1 o'clock. Now you're going to see as we move the minute hand around that that hour hand starts creeping towards the 2. So we have 1 o'clock, 1:05, 1:10, 1:15, 1:20, 1:25, 1:30, 1:35, 1:40, 1:45, 1:50, 1:55, and notice my hour hand is so close to the 2 o'clock hour because what's going to happen once our minute hand travels back up to the top, it's now the next hour, 2 o'clock. Good. So let me do some testing of you. I'm going to mix around my clock and I'm going to see if you at home can figure out what the time is. Okay, so here's my clock. My hour hand looks like it's just past the 10. My minute hand is here at the 2. What's the time? Did you say 10:02? If you did, you're wrong. So remember, this number isn't going to tell us 2 minutes. This is going to tell us I have to count by 5s 2 times. So the hour is 10. So this hour would be 10. So the hour always goes on the left side of the colon, hour. So 10 is for the hour. Now my minutes, I count 5, 10. This time is 10:10. Good. If you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back. If you didn't, that's okay because that was only our first little test. Let's try another one. Secret. Okay. So I have a time for you. Now, hour hand is past the 8 on its way to the 9. So this is the hour hand. What do you think the hour will be? Did you say 8? Because it's past the 8 on its way to the 9? Good. It almost looks like it's half past 8. So the hour is 8. Our minute hand is at the 5. Does that mean 5 minutes? No, it does not. Because that means we have to count by 5s 5 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The time is 8:25. If you got that, give yourself a pat on the back. Excellent job. Let's try another. A trickster. So, my hour hand. I'm having trouble seeing what hour it's at. Is it at the 7? I noticed my minute hand is all the way over here. It's not at the o'clock spot, but it's a little bit before it. That means the minute hand has already traveled really far around. It's almost to the next hour. It's not there yet. So that means my hour hand would have traveled all the way to the next hour, but it's not there yet. So my hour hand is actually still in the 6 o'clock hour. So what this looks like, it's still 6 o'clock hour, but my minute hand, we have to count by 5s all these times to get here. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So this is 6:55. If my minute hand had traveled 5 more minutes, it would be at the 7 o'clock hour. But it's not there yet. If you ever see a minute hand on this side of the clock up here, you'll know that the hour hand is getting really close to the next hour. Good. So you can keep practicing these. Your clocks at home that you have these little numbers to help you with the minutes around it. You can practice counting by 5s for testing out that minute hand. But let's test something out. So on your page, on your lesson worksheet, you have 3 questions that show you a clock, and you have to read it and tell the time, just like we were practicing with you. So the first one, I'm going to show you the time on this clock. The hour hand is at the 3, the minute hand is at the 10. So the hour hand, go all the way around. The hour hand is at the 3, the minute hand is at the 10. That's what time this clock shows. I'm going to help you solve this first one for you. So, if my hour hand is just past the 3, my minute hand is here, my hour will be 3. My minute has gone 5:10. So this time would be 3:10. 10 minutes past 3, or 3:10. Good. Now the bottom part of this page is pretty fun because it shows you a time and you have to draw the hands on the clock. So the first time it shows you it's 2:45. So I'm going to use this clock to practice that with you. $2:45 it says. So the hour is 2, which means my short hour hand is going to be somewhere between the 2 and the 3. This is the time, because anywhere between here is in the 2 o'clock hour. So anytime I see an hour, I know it's going to be past that number on its way to the other number. But my minute hand has to go 45 minutes. That means, let's do our minute hand first to see how far past the 2 our hour hand will have to be. Let's count to 45 by 5. Remember, this is a clock. We go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We got all the way over to here. This is 45 minutes. So my hour hand will be all the way over here touching the outside. My minute hand. My minute hand is all the way over here at the 9, which means 45 minutes. Now if my minute hand had to travel all the way past half, it's 3/4 of the way around the clock, which means my hour hand should have traveled 3/4 of the way, or most of the way, to the 3. It's not there yet, but it's getting close. So my shorter hour hand, I'm going to go, it's not going to go all the way to the outside because it needs to be shorter, but it's going to be on its way to the 3. It's close, but it's not there yet. Okay, so that's what your clock will look like for 2:45. Your hour hand is past the 2, on its way to the 3, and the minute hand has traveled 45 minutes around. Good, let's practice one more, and then I'm going to let you go and try some on your own. I'm not going to give you one to try from that worksheet because I want you to try those on your own. And guess what? Your parents and your older siblings know how to tell time. They'll be able to help you with this. Do I have a member of the audience that wants to give me a time to write? That's a 5-minute interval. Anybody?
4:15.
4:15. Good. So 4 is my hour. It's on the left side. So my hour is going to be somewhere past the 4, on its way to the 5, somewhere in this zone. Now my minute hand has to go 15 minutes. Let's see how far that is. We always start at 0, 0. 5, 10, 15. 15 minutes goes to the 3. So we go all the way over, touch the outside, that's 15 minutes. Good. Now my hour hand, if it was 4 o'clock, it would be going straight to the 4. But if it was 4:30, it would be going halfway. It's bigger than 4 o'clock, smaller than 4:30, so it's kind of only going right here. It's a little bit past the 3, on its way to the 4. So my hour hand would go right here. Let's test out what that looks like on this clock to see if we got our hour hand right. So this is 4 o'clock. We want to go to 4:15. 5, 10, 15. Oh. Uh-oh. wrong. So, what did I do wrong? Did you know that from home? Did you catch it? I was testing you. So, I went in the wrong direction. I went to the 3. Remember, our clock always travels this way. Always goes, we call it clockwise. So, I need to go a little bit past the 4 on its way to the 5. That's why I did that marking, so you could keep track on your own too. So, my hour hand is a little bit past the 4 because the minutes have gone a little bit past the 4 o'clock hour. We call that 4:15. Now, you have these clocks at home, and ask your parents to keep helping you, keep testing you, giving you different times to practice. Telling time takes time. Good luck. I had fun trying to teach you a little bit of telling time with intervals into the 5-minute interval, and I'll send some more videos of, I think you probably remember, there was a little, I think it was a frog video that we watched at the beginning of the year when we started learning about time. I'll resend that video so you can watch that at home. So enjoy, good luck on your math pages today.